Sir Wirt.
I've talked about lost pilots and canceled animated series on January 20th, 2018, which was approximately 2 years ago. I had discovered there are more lost pilots of canceled animated series. Today's countdown will be the top 7 canceled animated series, Part 2. Man, it has been way too long since I last talked about lost media. I really miss doing that. Let's begin. Around the late 80s and early 90s, a Gremlins animated series was planned to be released, but little was known about the unreleased cartoon. According to Toonerific, the pilot was the only episode in that production schedule. It would have followed the hero Gizmo, the good Mogwai, fighting against the evil Gremlins. It was rumored that the animated series was cancelled due to parents complaining how violent the source material was, but the director of the Gremlin films, Joe Dante, stated that the animated series was cancelled was because the Gremlins 2 film flopped hard at the box office. No footage or screenshots of the pilot has been seen anywhere, but there was a mention of it in an article in a 1990 issue of Bugs Bunny magazine. But good news for Gremlins fans. A new prequel animated series called Gremlins: Secrets of the Lost Mogwai is premiering in 2021 on HBO Max. My theory is that this new animated series is what the canceled one was going to be. Betty and Michael Paraviscas, who both created Maggie and the Ferocious Beast and The Kids from Room, was creating a pilot for Green Monkeys. The series would have revolved around the monkeys named Spider and Flytrap, whom after they are taken out of the jungle, they try to run a temp agency in the Lower East Side of New York City. Green Monkeys was looked and sought out over at Walt Disney Television Animation during the late 90s. Unfortunately, Disney seemed very dissatisfied with the development of the series. Disney hired Spumco, under the supervision of John Kricfalusi, to further development of the property for television. A pilot, directed by Gabe Swar, ended up being produced there in 1999, but ultimately Disney ended up passing on the series for unknown reasons. I kind of like the way it looked. It probably would have been something very unique. The new Daffy Duck show was going to be one of those show within the show cartoon, featuring skits and other stuff going on behind the scenes. The series was planned to be released on a defunct Kids WB block around 1997 or 1998. However, the writers found a problem within this format considering all the skits they wrote were going nowhere for what was supposed to be on a prime-time cartoon. Production on the project had gone on for months. Jamie Kellner, Chief Executive Officer of Turner Broadcasting System Incorporated at the time, had ordered for the cartoon before being unhappy with how it was going, cutting work on it entirely. The crew working on the show at the time were Spike Brandit, Tony Savard, Doug Lagdale, John McCann, and Paul Rugg, possibly later Joe Alaskey, as he was considered for the voice of Daffy. When asked about the show, Spike Brandit said, "It was kind of a cross between Jack Benny and Larry Sanders. Instead of a talk show, it was a variety show where you could put on skits, so you could have stuff happening both on stage as a short-like things, and all the shenanigans going on behind the scenes. That didn't go anywhere." While in production, a script for the pilot was written and finished. Apparently, no storyboards or art was made for it. Eventually, Jamie Kellner halted further production of the product. On crew member Paul Rugg's last day at Warner Bros. Animation, Greg Shepard, John McCann, Doug Lagdale, Spike Brandit, and Rugg himself burnt the pilot script for the show. Despite the negative reception of the man who had ordered the show in the first place, Balrog is quoted as saying, "We all had worked on the project for months. Jamie Kellner didn't like it. In all honesty, it was the best decision we had done at Warner's." It is unknown if any lost material or a copy of the script even exists. The only other known material was an ad found in a promotional package for Kids WB. Seems like Daffy Duck always had bad luck wherever he goes. It looks like Warner didn't give a about Daffy. Around the late 90s, an animated series based on the Blues Brothers film was planned and was in production. The series was planned to be released on a UPN channel, but it was immediately scrapped for reasons unknown. In 1997, Dan Aykroyd sold the rights to the Blues Brothers to TV network UPN. Film Roman, the animating company that produced The Simpsons, animated 8 of the 13 episodes ordered by the network. It is likely that the episodes were only ever produced in an animatic form. However, in late 1997, the series was cancelled and the 8 episodes were never aired. The fan site Blues Brothers Central provides not only an episode list but a cast list as well. As stated above, the Blues Brothers themselves, Elwood and Jake, were not voiced by the original actors due to John Belushi's death in 1982. However, Aykroyd and Belushi's brothers, Peter Aykroyd and Jim Belushi, offered to take up the roles and were cast as the new Blues Brothers. The site also says that the 8 episodes were shown at MIPCOM, a TV entertainment market festival of shorts held once a year in Cannes. Even still, the series has yet to be released in any form. In November 2015, an early rough cut of the promo video likely screened at MIPCOM surfaced online, but it has since been lost. Although some voice acting had been recorded at the time, all of the planned footage, including introduction where Jake and Elwood run over, man, or belittle various other network mascots, still remained in animatic form. Various live-action clips, both of archive footage from Saturday Night Live and of the cast and crew at work, were also intended to be shown, but had yet to be produced, or licensed. On May 2016, the entire episode was uploaded online, also in animatic form, but has also since been deleted. On December 17, 2018, a script for the episode entitled Mama's Day was uploaded online. The episode was probably never put into production. On March 25, 2019, a script for the first episode entitled The People's Party was uploaded online. Since this is one of the first 8 episodes, it is likely this episode exists in at least animatic form. Now, would you believe me that Banjo-Kazooie animated series was in development around in 2007 by 4Kids? I actually discovered this not too long ago. Professional freelance artist Emilio Lopez has revealed some concept art for a proposed animated series of Banjo-Kazooie that never came to be. Lopez, who worked on Venture Brothers, Metalocalypse, and Black Dynamite, revealed a few pieces of artwork for the Banjo-Kazooie cartoon via Twitter. According to Lopez, development on animating the beloved N64 platforming series began in 2007. The cartoon was going to coincide with the release of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. However, the whole project ended up falling apart. Our whole art development submitted ideas. Microsoft and Rare were really cool with letting us experiment with style, Lopez tweeted. It did not necessarily have to look exactly like the game. Apparently, Conroy's design was actually approved for the show. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the project ended up getting the axe. If the Banjo-Kazooie cartoon had gone through, it would have presumably aired on the 4Kids Saturday morning block, which showed the 2006 CGI Viva Pianta series. In my opinion, this still would have been a much better thing than the mess Nuts and Bolts was. Mighty Number 9, the anime series, was a planned anime series based on the video game of the same name. Announced in 2014, the anime series was a part of an even bigger plan for a Mighty Number 9 franchise. Due to the commercial failure of the video game, it indefinitely stopped all other Mighty Number 9 related projects, including the animated series. As the campaign reached its goals, plans for other Mighty Number 9 projects were in the works. Plans called for a live-action adaptation, an anime, a manga, and an animated series. The only one of these projects that came close was the animated series. On July 5th, 2014, at Anime Expo 2014, a teaser trailer was revealed for a Mighty Number 9 animated series. The animated series was planned for a 2016 release date to coincide with the game's launch. Mighty Number 9, the animated series, was in development with Japanese-based studio Digital Frontier, and it was aimed for kids ages 11 and 6. During the time of its announcement, no network or streaming service had agreed to air the series. Like other cartoon series based on video games, the plot for Mighty Number 9, the anime series, would not follow the game's plot. After Mighty Number 9 released their largely mixed reviews, this jeopardized future plans for a full franchise. The development for the animated series stayed quiet after its initial 2014 announcement did not air in 2016 as originally planned. It is possible that development for the series stopped before the game's release.
Oh, that will show the world why they call him Mighty. Maybe.
Psych!
Now this should be nominated for the most bizarre entry on this list. Frito-Lay had once planned to create an animated series based off of Cheetos mascot Chester Cheetah titled Yo, It's the Chester Cheetah Show. The show would have had featured Chester alongside new characters who were cool friends, including a funky monkey, a rockabilly dog, and a hip-hop hippo. The idea for a show was thought of since 1986, the year of Chester's debut, and was discussed for years with networks like Fox, CBS, and company Marvel Productions. The Fox version, the project was completely shelved in 1992. Production on the animated series with Fox began and continued for months before being cancelled. The legal department notified of the evident fact that the show would simply just be a half-hour commercial for Cheetos, and the extremely negative reaction from TV activists because of it. The department team were notified and the project was cancelled. Only some designs, scripts, and storyboards for at least 2 episodes remain of the Fox version, a few of which resurfaced in 2017 via a series of eBay listings. These listings totaled 21 storyboard pages for the first episode, and were discovered after an anonymous user posted them to a thread on 4chan's Board. John Halfpenny, who had worked on the development team, later shared some information on the project, citing the letdown as an interesting meeting. It is unknown if he can share any more of the work made for the Fox series. CBS version. Similarly, a reply back from the Scott Shaw stated that Marvel Productions were working on the version for CBS to the point where Scott was contacted to produce the series. It was cancelled for the same reasons. It is unknown if Marvel Productions was the same company that was always being the producer, or at least for the Fox version, and if Scott had any more information about the show. A section from the Kentucky New Era newspaper, dated March 19, 1992, revealed that even though at the point of a spokesman for Frito-Lay revealed that he had canceled plans for the show, the CBS Chester Cheetah cartoon was getting major flack from TV activists for the same reasons that brought up its cancellation, with Peggy Charman saying it would be an example of how commercials are crossing the line into masquerading as children's TV entertainment, and that any cartoon is okay, is legal, as long as it isn't an ad. It states that there was even a petition to get it off the air, with the support of the Center for Science in the Public Interest, Black Citizens for Fair Media, and 4 other organizations. One of the spokesmen for Frito-Lay in Dallas, Todd McKenzie, said that the show's concept had been discussed since 1986, most recently with the Fox network, that it was now cold as ice, and also that since Chester came out in 1986, he's been widely popular, and that they don't want to jeopardize the job he's doing here. Though the company wasn't bowing to the pressure, and wasn't contacted by either the FCC or any of the groups that filed the petition.
This is humiliating! Wow!
Dangerously cheesy.
Having ideas for a spicy video? Comment below for ideas. Be sure to subscribe for more videos that'll be uploaded every other week or every other month. I don't know. Also, follow me on my other social medias, and also click the little bell button so you won't miss my videos when they're first uploaded. I hope you all enjoy this. Thank you, and have a fantastic day.